Good morning, everybody. You all know me as Mary Bingham, the 9 times great-granddaughter of Sarah Wilds. And for those viewing for the first time, I do all the videos for this YouTube channel. As you can see, I am filming today in front of Proctor's Ledge because I am also the 9 times great-granddaughter of Mary Esty and the 10 times great-granddaughter of Susanna Martin, all of whom had their wrongful convictions overturned. These 3 women, along with the 27 other men and women convicted at Salem in 1692, all had powerful stories that we continue to share in many ways. The ultimate way that the state of Massachusetts honored these innocents was to overturn their convictions. Yes, Massachusetts still has one more to go, as Elizabeth Johnson Jr. is very soon to be fully exonerated. Sadly, this is not true for all of the people accused of witchcraft in the colonies. You see, the first person convicted and hanged actually lived in Windsor, Connecticut. Her name was Alice Young. She was hanged 375 years ago in 1647. Alice has yet to be exonerated, but it's not for lack of effort. You see, in 1992, after returning to Connecticut from a trip to New Hampshire with a stop in Salem, Massachusetts, retired police officer Tony Grigo decided to research the Salem witch trials. Well, lo and behold, he discovered something not yet known to him. There were people who were convicted in his home state of Connecticut. So Tony spent years researching everything he could about the lives of those affected by these horrible accusations and in the history of witchcraft itself. In 2005, Tony met others attending a lecture, and all were surprised to discover that the state had not yet done anything to honor its victims. By then, in Massachusetts, all but Elizabeth's convictions had finally been overturned. What this ad hoc committee tried to accomplish was one of many things. The first thing they tried to accomplish was they went for a pardon and discovered in Connecticut that the governor does not have the power to offer a pardon. Then they wrote to the Board of Pardons and Paroles. Well, that board doesn't offer pardons to the deceased. Tony even wrote to the Queen herself, Queen Elizabeth, obviously, to see if she could pardon the accused. And as you well know, that Connecticut was under the rule of the monarchy in the 1600s. So the Queen's staff responded that all of the trials would have to be reopened. Well, this is impossible, as most of the documents were lost. The committee then entertained the idea of a governor's proclamation. Governor Malloy did not respond to Tony's many inquiries. In 2008, Tony, along with the rest of the members of the same committee, placed a bill before the General Assembly. 3 descendants each offered a 3-minute testimony, followed by a 40-minute question and answer session. The bill failed. The group did the same thing again in 2009, and the bill failed again. In 2015, Tony met Beth Caruso, the author of the then recently published book, One of Windsor, which is an historical fiction book regarding the life of Alice Young. The two set up the Connecticut Witch Memorial Facebook page, and many descendants started to come forward to tell the stories of their ancestors and to show appreciation for the efforts of Tony and Beth to overturn their convictions. In 2017, through the continued efforts of Beth and Tony, along with the mayor, minister and congregation of the First Church, a resolution was finally brought forth before the town council at Windsor. The resolution passed. It was a symbolic resolution clearing the names of Lydia Gilbert and Alice Young. According to Beth, and I quote, "The resolution offered recognition that these two women were accused due to fear and did not have due process." This document is displayed in the Windsor Town Hall. Beth and Tony not only continue to work hard to lobby and tell the story of the Connecticut witch trials, but they keep the legacies and stories alive of those who were wrongly convicted. And they continue to write letters and to lobby the people that they need to speak with. But now it's time. As Massachusetts State Senator Diana DeZoglio stated so eloquently when she addressed the State Assembly to overturn the conviction of Elizabeth Johnson Jr., and I quote, "It is important to right the wrongs of the past so that history is not doomed to repeat itself." We now have some new people on board to get these convictions overturned at the state level in Connecticut. We are so grateful that State Representative Jane Garibay has offered to help lead the way. Now our goal is to get all of the other state representatives on board. So please comment below to help us correct this wrong. Please comment if you are a descendant of any of the wrongly convicted of witchcraft anywhere in the colonies. I will now end this video by stating the names of those accused in Connecticut over 300 years ago who deserve justice. Elizabeth Garlick, Nicholas Jennings, Margaret Jennings, Hannah Griswold, Goody Ayres, Rebecca Greensmith, Nathaniel Greensmith, Mary Sanford, Andrew Sanford, Elizabeth Seeger, James Wakely, Mary Barnes, William Graves, Elizabeth Clausen, Winifred Benham, Hugh Croatia, Alice Young, Goody Messenger, Lydia Gilbert, Mary Johnson, John Carrington, Joan Carrington, Elizabeth Blackleach, John Blackleach, Catherine Harrison, Goody Burr, Goodwife Bassett, Goodwife Knapp, Mercy Disborough, Mary Staples, Mary Harvey, Goody Miller, Elizabeth Goodman, William Meeker, Goody Bowden. And there were two people who were accused in Setauket, excuse my pronunciation, Setauket, Connecticut, which is now a part of Long Island, New York. And those two people were Ralph Hall and Mary Hall. Thank you for watching. Let's get this done. Thank you.